Who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? First shout out the native. This one for the haters. You can tune in right now or catch this show later. Going up on Tuesday, night 7 p.m. Click the link in the bio, I'll send it to your DM. Saints going all the way. The Pelicans gonna do it too. This is sports overtime, and we cover all the news, and we breaking all the rules. Let me put my city on. Soon as bro touchdown, I'm about to get my gritty on. This is sports overtime. This is sports overtime. This is sports overtime. Sports overtime. Sports overtime. I do it. I do it. I did it. I done it.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Overtime. I am your host, Nader Murphic, and man, we are back in the mix. It's Tuesday night. We got a lot to cover. Before we get everything started, before I introduce my co-host, I do want to say that tonight's show, viewer discretion is advised because what the Saints did yesterday in that dome, man, disappointed everybody. But we're going to get into that here in a few minutes. First off, I got to bring my co-host in. This guy was at the game yesterday with me, and I know he's disappointed. He got a lot to say tonight. So, Mr. Soul Saint, what's good?
What's happening, man?
So, look, Soul got his LSU background going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, I gotta put something that's positive up right now. A team that's on the rise, team that's on the rise. And what's ironic, Nada, I know you wanna, but why it's on my mind, what's ironic? At the beginning of the season, we had predictions totally opposite for each of these teams. We said LSU probably win 4-5 games, and we said the Saints was playoff bound, 10 wins, 11 wins. And you notice how shit happens. They just LSU went in the Saints direction we had for them. And the Saints went in the LSU direction. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. What's up, Rod?
It definitely is crazy. Rod. It's crazy, man. But before we jump into that, Soul, we get more into detail with that. First off, got to shout out to our sponsors, man. So first off, shout out to Bear Law Firm. Again, if anyone needs an attorney for car or truck crashes, motorcycle accidents, security claims, hurricane claims, personal injury, or even inadequate security, call the Bear Law Firm at 504-372-0111. Again, 504-372-0111. And make sure you tell them Nader and Soul from Sports Overtime recommended you. And so it's pretty funny because I actually seen Jason yesterday at the game. I ran into him yesterday at the game.
All right.
Yeah, so he was having fun. But yeah, man, shout out to Jason Bear and the Bear Law Firm. And then our other sponsorship, as y'all know, they've been down with us since day one, Element Beverage Company. So make sure you go and cop that Element lemonade at your local Rouse's. Again, they got the 3 flavors: tropical, strawberry lemonade, and that pineapple lemonade. Make sure you definitely go out and support Element. Be influential and drink Element, man. So shout out to them. And so, like we said earlier, right in the beginning, we got to touch on it, man, because obviously yesterday it was disappointing to be in that Superdome. It was disappointing what happened, and witnessing that live in action in HD. The Ravens defeated the Saints 27-13. The Saints now fall to 3-6. And one thing before we touch on all the game and what happened in the game, I want to talk about this, Soul, and I know you probably got a lot to say about this because I feel like it's very disrespectful when you have so many fans of the opposing team in your stadium. Now, they only have a certain amount of tickets that they give to fans going to away games. when I tell you yesterday that Ravens fans packed that Superdome, man, whenever they scored a touchdown, you would have thought you would have thought the Saints scored the way they had so many fans in there. So
Right.
I don't know how you feel about it. So before we dive into the game and what happened in the game, but how you feel about that? Do you feel the same way?
You know, it hurts, and we know that the Ravens have a winning record. They are a team with you know a good season ahead of them, probably. You know, good quarterback. They just added a good piece on their defense, so they're a lot better with that guy, Roquan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I said, they got Lamar. You know, a man that we could have got in the draft, but
Yep.
we didn't. We didn't pull the trigger and make that move. We went up 14 spots and got Davenport. So that's what we got, and that's what they got. They got Patrick Queen, like we always said. My guys don't tell it like it is. We got a football factory less than an hour away, you know. But
Yep.
you know, we choose not to go there and get players. But as far as them showing up and showed out, they did. When they scored a touchdown, I thought we scored a touchdown. I thought it was a pick. You know, I had to look twice. I'm like, good Lord, what? Man, hey, they showed up and showed out for their team, man. Baltimore. It ain't close. This ain't like Mississippi. This ain't like they're right next door.
Right.
They came.
They came,
bro. Supported their Baltimore Ravens, bro.
Yeah, they
hats off to them.
Yeah, the hats off to them. They definitely came out and showed out for their team. And their team showed up, man. Their team showed up. You know, they showed up in that dome. It was Monday Night Football. You know, you live on TV, the world watching. And I mean, you got the Ravens dominated the Saints from the beginning to the end, man. 27-13 win. And got to point out, you know, because there's a lot of people to blame. And, you know, first of all, I want to start out with the O-line. The O-line could not block anybody yesterday. They gave up 4 sacks. Andy Dalton was holding on to the ball too long in the game. And, you know, if you guys thought that Andy Dalton was the answer, we definitely saw that he is not the answer at the quarterback position for us, not now and not in the future. And, you know, when you look at it, so, you know, one thing that I kind of tweeted yesterday, and a lot of people agree with me, is, look, we cover the Saints. You know, we Saints fans. We love the Saints just as the next man. The next man will love the Saints as much as we love the Saints, right? But the thing is, man, we're not going to kiss nobody ass and not keep it real with y'all. And what I mean by that is we need a new head coach. Let's just put it out there. The coach is trash. Straight up, Dennis Allen was not meant for this job. You know, the thing that bothers me going into this offseason once we hired him was, oh, there's going to be so much continuity in the building. They know the scheme. He's keeping everything intact, this and that. And what has that done for us this year, right? What has that done for us? Having camaraderie, keeping the scheme right, the team. Listen, you living in Sean Payton's shadow. You're going to live in Sean Payton's shadow. But, you know, numbers don't lie, so. And, you know, in 2012, when Dennis Allen was the coach of the Raiders, he was 4-12. In 2013, coaching the Raiders, he was 4-12. In 2014, he started out 0-4, and then he got fired after that, right? And then now it's 2022, and you're 3-6 with the team that is talented, just like the Saints are. They are a talented team. Now, yes, have we been hurt with the injury bug? Absolutely. We've been hurt with the injury bug the last year and a half, right? But at the same time, as at the end of the day, you want to see a coach up his team. You want to see a coach motivate his team. You want to see a coach have his team ready to play. That team last night didn't look like they was ready to play at all. And I'm not just talking about offense. I'm talking offense, defense. O-line was trash. The quarterback was trash. You had false start penalties on the O-line. The first 4 possessions was 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You got guys like Alvin Kamara, who is supposed to be your focal point on offense, not getting him the ball, right? The O-line isn't creating holes for him. You got Taysom Hill not getting the ball like he's supposed to get the ball. I mean, they had a play. They was close to the goal line. It was 3rd and like 4. And they had Taysom in the game with Dwayne Washington behind him doing an RPO, and he hands it to Dwayne Washington instead of taking it and getting a first down. Like, the play calling is suspect. The coaching is suspect. The team doesn't look motivated. We said this on the last show that the team doesn't look like they want to play for Dennis Allen. And I'm going to ride that ship until it sails off.
And I'm going to say this, Nada. I'm sitting right down the first row, so I'm real close to the bench. Yeah. And I'm looking at the lack of enthusiasm. I'm looking at guys just, moping around. Nobody's fired up. Nobody's really, supporting the guys that's out there. And I see this and I'm like, damn, what's wrong? Why are these guys not showing any kind of enthusiasm? Why are these guys, not trying to support these other players and stuff like that, and I'm like, damn, bro, it's got to be, they're not respecting the coach. They're not happy with the coach. They're not happy with his decisions. They're not happy with this. I'm looking at Jameis. Jameis looked like his eyes just look glassy, like he won't cry. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the brother. I don't know if he's 100% healthy or not, but hey, if he is, it's crazy not to just see. He has a winning record right now with the Saints. Andy Dalton does not. Right. Go ahead, man. So at least by the end of the season, go ahead and let Jameis play if he's healthy. By the end of the season, at least we'll know, hey, look, the quarterback is not here. It's not in the room. We don't have that quarterback in our building. We're going to have to do something. And like Hakeem was just stating, tear down and rebuild. Alvin Kamara wants to win. He's our only trading piece to get in that first round. That's the only thing I can see that we can give up to get in the first round to go grab one of them quarterbacks and start from scratch. It's the only thing that we're going to be able to do. Michael Thomas is going to be here because we can't do nothing with him. Right. We can't trade him. Like my boy Mike said, we can't do nothing with that. Okay, so, hey, we got to look like Kamara is the only one that we can trade for something to try to get in the first round.
And the thing about it, Soul, is that, a lot of people are banking on Sean Payton signing with another team next year. And then, we get a first round pick for him or whatever, 2 2s, whatever they decide on the compensation. But the thing is, man, it's like going back to the whole Dennis Allen thing, and quote me if I'm wrong, Soul, because for me personally, I was on board with Eric Bieniemy. I was on deck with signing Eric Bieniemy because the way I looked at it in the offseason, quote me if I'm wrong, I said on the show, I said, man, if we could get somebody new in here that can bring something new to this team, that can have different schemes, that can have, like run that Kansas City offense that they run, they got Mahomes over there, right? But at the same time, maybe with signing Eric Bieniemy, maybe we didn't sign Jameis Winston back. Maybe we would have went out for somebody else. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you would have went out and maybe been more aggressive for Aaron Rodgers or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it for me is like they wanted to stay comfortable. People are afraid of change. And people are scared of change. When you start to change, when you're so comfortable being in a position where you know it like the back of your hand, and then you mentally prepare yourself to do something different, and then you got to hone in on learning something brand new, honing on that, becoming great at doing that. It's kind of like me. So just for an example, right? So I've been in my job, in my profession that I do. I'm not going to say what I do and all of that, but like I've been doing that for 8 years. I'm consistently good at doing it. I go over paperwork with people and make sure they know everything, contracts, things like that, right? Well, guess what? Now I'm moving up to a sales manager role. So now I'm going into a whole different department where I have to mentally learn something new, challenge myself to get, hone in on that and become great at doing that. I'm taking the challenge up like a man, like, all right, let's go. It's a challenge. I'm ready for it, right? The Saints didn't really take that challenge in the offseason. They was like, all right, well, let's just keep everything the same. We don't want to go a different direction, because if we go a different direction, then the offensive players got to learn a new playbook. The defensive players, if we do bring Dennis Allen back, right, they'll be good. But how about if Eric Bieniemy wants to bring in one of his friends to be the defensive coordinator? Then what? So for me, I feel as though, man, when you had a coach here for how long we had Sean Payton, 12 years, 13 years, whatever, it's time for change, man. You got to switch it up. You got to switch it up. And it's not like you got bad players, right? It's not like you got bad players. You still got Chris Olave. You still got Kamara, right? I know a lot of people talk about Mike Thomas, and we're going to talk about him in a second. But, man, when healthy, he's one of the best receivers in the NFL. Like, we got players. Jarvis is hurt, but he has potential. So it's not like you just starting from scratch, but it's just the way they did it in the offseason. They didn't want to change, and it's looking like they didn't want to change. Look at the record.
Quarterback is the head of the snake. Quarterback is the leader of the team. Just like Drew Brees led our team for years and years, man. And right now, you look at it and you say, well, damn. And that's why I say our only hope is to go ahead and just let Jameis play this last half of the season, just to see what we have. You know what I'm saying? And the only way I wouldn't do that is if he's hurt. I mean, if he's hurt and he can't play, be honest with everybody, bro.
Right.
Because Dennis Allen was saying that, hey, right now we're gonna go with Andy. He's not saying, well, Jameis is hurt, so we waiting till he's fully 100% before we put him in. He's making it look like, and that's making him look bad, because you're making a bad decision, bro.
It is.
You're making a bad decision. What I'm saying? Keeping Andy Dalton in there. We've seen his ceiling.
Mm-hmm. The Bengals game, right? That last possession, or second to last possession, they couldn't get nothing going. He was misthrowing players.
Holding the ball too long.
The Cardinals game, 2 pick sixes, right? Yesterday, he overshot Callaway on a touchdown, right? That was a wide open touchdown before halftime. Overthrew him, right? And then on top of that, man, everybody complains and says, oh, Jameis throws picks. Well, Dalton had a pick yesterday. Yeah, it was a tip pass, but, I mean, Jameis had tip pass interceptions, and y'all say, well, Jameis is an interception monster. He throws buku interceptions. And it's like, why don't you have that same energy for Andy Dalton? Now, for me personally, so I'm going to be honest with you, and I said this kind of last night on Twitter, like, for me, it really don't matter who play quarterback. If it's Jameis, I'm cool with it. They could go ahead and put Taysom Hill at quarterback if they want. I mean, what do you have to lose? You don't really have nothing to lose at this point. And some people might say, oh, man, we only one game out the division. All of the NFC South teams, except for the Bucs, lost last week, right? But, man, let's be real, bro. Like, let's keep it 100, right? You could say anything can happen in the playoffs and all of that, right? But, bro, this team does not show up to play on a weekly basis. The Raiders game was, I'm telling you, I said a couple weeks ago on the show, I feel like we're being catfished. One week we get a team where we shut them out, and then the next week we get our ass whipped. So it's like, again, it goes back to the coaching. It goes back to having your team mentally prepared to get it done. And I feel as though it falls back on the coach, right? The O-line is playing bad. That falls on the coach. Everything, the coach manages the team. So that falls on the coach. And it also falls on on Mickey Loomis, because let's be real. Mickey Loomis has the ability to talk to him and say, all right, man, look, you messing up. And yesterday they were saying after the game, Mickey Loomis, him and Mickey Loomis talked. He was late to his press conference because they talked, and that's usually a normal thing that they do, whatever the case may be. Man, listen, whatever the case may be, they need to figure this out quick, because if you're going to sit there and be committed to a coach, right, that's not getting his team prepared and doesn't have players that want to play for him, then why would you bring him back next year, right? Oh, because what? Oh, he only had he was only here 1 year as the head coach. Let's give him a chance. Let's see what he can do with a more healthy team. Man, his track record is proven, man. 4-12, 4-12, 0-4, 3-6. Like, what else do y'all?
This is his last hurrah as a head coach, and everybody's ain't nobody gonna give him a shot again, man. You're gonna stay an assistant, and that's it. That's what you are, assistant material. You have no motivation skills. You don't get in nobody's ass, and that's the coaches I miss, man. The Mike Ditka's, the Jim Morris, bro.
Right.
And even today, you look at that Sean Payton, man. You look at some of these coaches, bro. I mean, that's the guys you want to play for, man. These guys go out in handcuffs for you. You know what I'm saying? For their team. But you throw a bad flag, bro, they gonna get in your ass, man. Sean Payton ran down the field and almost jumped in the ref's shit with that no call bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Now, your boy Dennis Allen would have been like.
But so the difference in the coach, right, is number one, the personality, but number two, I feel as though Sean Payton held the team accountable on a weekly basis, right? He called them out.
Exactly. And that's the same thing. All that goes into the same thing, what we're saying, being fiery.
Like, yeah, like for an example, right? Like Ingram. If Ingram fumbles, he gonna get in Ingram ass and say, look, you better stop fumbling.
Sit your ass down.
Yeah, sit your ass down.
I don't care. You told your boy, put on the right shoes.
Right.
You slipping and shit.
Yep.
Put on the right damn shoes. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get on you. He ain't gonna say no bullshit like, oh, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
he had a bad day. He had a bad day at the office. That bullshit.
Nobody trying to hear that, man. But listen, ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Oh, we had a bad day at the office, bro. They had people that paid $450 to go to that game yesterday for one ticket. For one ticket, they paid $450 to go to that game. You gonna tell we had a bad day at the office? Oh man, we're gonna clean it up. If you go back and look at the videos, shout out to TJ because he actually posted this on Twitter. But man, he did a whole highlight reel of his press conferences, and he keeps saying, "Oh, we're gonna have to just clean it up. We're gonna have to clean it up. We're gonna look at the tape and clean it up." That's his go-to words. Clean it up. So
I don't know, Rob. He needs to be though.
It needs to be Rob, his last year.
Think it's Allen's last year?
It needs to be his last year. And I don't care what people say. Look, we cover the team, we love the team, but man, we keeping it 100. We need a new coach. We should have went a new way. We should have went a different way. We got embarrassed last night on Monday Night Football in our stadium with more Ravens fans than Saints fans at the game, which was embarrassing. They couldn't get nothing going. The offense kept stalling out. And whenever they did gain yards, it was a penalty, holding, offsides, moved them back out of field goal range or whatever. It's just frustrating. It's just so frustrating that every single week, these mistakes that Dennis Allen says that they're gonna clean up, they don't get cleaned up. So I don't know what he's cleaning up with, but he need to spray some bleach. He need to do something because whatever products he using, it ain't working. It ain't working, man.
It ain't working. Bro. I'm looking at the stats. Alvin Kamara, bro. They stacking the line. Man, they gonna hurt Kamara. That's all we have, bro. 9 rushes, 30 yards, 3.3 average. Kamara, he did what he could do. He did what he could do, bro. And somebody was saying earlier, we can't trade Kamara, bro. But hey, if we rebuilding, sometimes that's what you have to do. You wouldn't have never thought who just gave away a good player. That the Chiefs wouldn't have gave away, what's your boy name? Hill. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to make moves. It's a business, and we I don't see no light at the end of the tunnel as far as, unless we let Jameis play and he shows out and he shows us we should have stayed with him in the beginning. But you can't help injuries. So, he got hurt, so we can't help that.
You can't help the injury. But as a fan base though, right? As a fan base, like last year we had 53 different starters and we were one game away from the playoffs, right? So, but what's the difference when you look at last year's team and this year's team, right? The team of last year was playing hungry. They was coach. They was playing hungrier. They were motivated. They like, man, next man up mentality, right? So we can't keep having that excuse of, oh man, we hurt. Oh man, we hurt. Okay, we hurt. Mike Thomas is hurt. What do you want us to do? Right? Chris Olave is doing really well as a rookie, right?
Exactly, King.
Rashid Shaheed is a guy who can take the ball to the end zone on any play. Why aren't we giving him the ball? Why aren't we getting the ball to him, right? Why aren't we getting the ball to Kamara? Why aren't we getting the ball to Taysom Hill? Why aren't we controlling the clock? When you going up against a quarterback like Lamar Jackson and they possess the ball 43 minutes of the game, what do you think's gonna happen?
You ain't doing
nothing.
And
by them possessing the ball that long, that means that the offense was going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And then guess what? We know that the Saints have problems and they struggle against running quarterbacks. You going up against the top running quarterback in the NFL.
Listen to this. They ran on us, bruh, like crazy. Lamar Jackson, 11 rushes, 82 yards, 7.5 average. Kenyon Drake, 24 carries, 93 yards. Full yards a carry. 2 touchdowns. Kenyon Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
His passing wasn't all that, but he didn't need the pass.
He didn't need it.
He didn't need the pass, bro. He was 12 or 22, 133 yards, 1 touchdown. But hey, bro, we just didn't have an answer.
But this what you missing though. What you missing about him, Lamar in general? He didn't have Mark Andrews, his number one weapon. He didn't have Gus Edwards. He didn't have Rashad Bateman, right?
Exactly.
They had DeMarcus Robinson catching passes on the Saints, bro.
Well, he did what he had to do. And that's what he did, I mean, this was our time.
But
this was really our time to shine, Nathan.
Did you see Baltimore complain about injuries?
Mm-mm.
No. They came to a away stadium and won the game with Andrews out, Bateman out, Gus Edwards out. But they didn't make no excuses. The Saints, every time we play, bro, the excuse at the end on Twitter, on social media, man, we didn't have Mike Thomas. Man, we didn't have Jarvis Landry. Man, we didn't have Marshawn Lattimore. Okay, we get it. Those guys make the team better. We get it. But injuries happen. It's football. We had 53 different starters last year, and we still won 9 games. So what is why do we keep making excuses? They mentally are not ready for these games, and that falls on the coaching. The coach is an idiot. The coach says we're going to clean up shit. They're not cleaning up nothing. They're not motivated. They don't believe in the coach, and I don't blame them. The dude has a track record of being a loser. He's a loser. So for everybody that, let's just keep Dennis Allen. Let's keep the team camaraderie. Fuck the team camaraderie. I'm tired of hearing about that shit. Bring somebody else in here that has a new philosophy that's going to bring a different offensive scheme. Pete Carmichael could go with Dennis Allen. We tired of the stupid shit.
Package deal.
I don't care if we have the 5th offense in the league, 7th offense in the league. That don't mean nothing if you not winning no games. And they ain't winning no games. So it doesn't matter what the offense is ranked. You got to go. The defense, I mean, come on. Like, you could blame them too. But the defense can only do so much, man. They on the field more than the offense. What you expect them to do? They get a 3 and out, and then they back on the field in 3 minutes. What you expect them to do? What do you expect them to do, bro? You're not
and look, when the defense gets tired, they get injured. Look at Werner went out. Look at Lante Taylor went out. Look at Davenport, injury prone ass went out. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. You leave your defense on the field, bro. They're gonna get tired. Then they're gonna play carelessly because they're tired, and they're gonna get hurt. And that's what's gonna happen because we ain't got no kind of offense.
No, they ain't got no offense. They ain't got no offense. He threw the touchdown to Jawan Johnson at the end of the game. Before that, they didn't do shit.
Let me tell you something, bro. Did you see the Baltimore players? They let him walk down the sideline.
They let him go. Like they felt sorry for us. Like, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I know your fantasy owners need some points, bro. Go ahead, bro. Score that touchdown, man. Hopefully they'll win it.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? We in the AFC, so it ain't gonna be. Look, we in the AFC, a whole different conference and division. It ain't gonna be no tiebreaker or nothing like that. Go ahead.
Ain't tripping about that, man.
I had that shit,
bro. It's just sad, bro. You gotta laugh from crying because the situation is just disappointing, man. Like we came into the season, and it just shows you that nobody knows shit. Because guess what? We all got opinions, but nobody really knows. Because guess what? People are saying, oh, man, they're going to win about 10 games, 12 games, 11 games, right? Man, we always wrong. And that's why we got to sit back and let this shit come to us because I'm going to be honest with you. So next year, I ain't picking. I'm not making no record projections. I got to wait and see, bro. I'm on a wait and see situation.
Like I said, bro, we always can do that because we go off of what they do. The moves they make in the off season, we go off training camp, how they look and shit like that. That's why we do that. But everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And we just was wrong. We just and like I said, we didn't know that Jameis was going to stay hurt and be unhealthy.
Right.
And we didn't know Mike Thomas was going to come back, play one damn game, and then he's out again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With a damn toe injury. You know what I'm saying?
Which, speaking of him, I don't know if you guys seen this, and it was actually kind of funny because so the story behind the story. So yesterday I was leaving the dome, and downtown I was walking to my car.
You're right,
and downtown New Orleans was blacked out. All the lights was out.
They had a power outage.
They had a whole power outage. Somebody hit a main breaker and knocked out all the power in the French Quarter.
Probably somebody pissed off.
I don't blame them.
Hit it home when they come.
But you know what's crazy? But so this is the thing. You know what's funny? Every time the Ravens come out here, we lose power. Because if you remember that Super Bowl against the 49ers,
right,
the power went out, right? So, but I just get to the parking garage. So like get in my car, right? I'm sitting in my car, I look at my phone, and I see, and I get the notification. I'm like, it says Michael Thomas liked your tweet. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go and look. And I had posted a tweet 4 days ago of I put Saints medical staff, and there was a guy patting people down, like how the people pat you down before you walk in the stadium. And he wasn't really patting them down. He just was like, all right, go ahead. All right, go ahead. So I put Saints medical staff, and Michael Thomas liked that tweet. So that just shows you where his mentality is, the Saints medical staff. And, I want to say this too. So because when all of that Michael Thomas stuff came out last week about him being out for the season, that was one thing that I posted on social media. And I was like, man, the Saints medical staff is trash, and, a lot of people's like, well, how can you blame this on the medical staff? This, that. And I'm like, well, you do know that the Saints do have a history of having bad medical staffs. Them boys had Keenan Lewis out there with his knee looking like this. Look, like that. Look. His knee was looking like this, so and that
white top with the kneecap, and that was the knee swole up.
they had Keenan Lewis out there like that, so and I'm like, like you said, the white top, and so people's like, how can you blame the medical staff, man? You tripping, bro? How can you blame the medical staff? And then next thing you know, this Michael Thomas comes out and goes and likes the tweet that says right there, as y'all can see, he's Saints medical staff. So, like, I'm telling y'all, man.
Hey, look, think about this. Mike Thomas had the injury, right?
Yep.
5 weeks ago. But it took them 5 weeks to say he's going to have surgery. He's going to be out the rest. 5 weeks ago, you could have diagnosed that and had surgery, and he would have been back probably in the last part of the season.
Yep.
But since you waited 5 weeks and didn't diagnose it right and said, hey, well, now we got to have surgery. It's the same thing that happened with his ankle.
But so here's the thing, too. This isn't like it's the first time that it happened.
Right.
When he had the ankle injury, when he had the ankle injury, right? You remember the reports that was coming out? Oh, him and Sean Payton got into it. Oh man, he didn't. Sean Payton called them. He didn't call Sean Payton back. He ain't answering the Saints phone calls. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. He was misdiagnosed, right? It's not like the first time that this happened to Michael Thomas, bro. He's been misdiagnosed before. They told him that let it heal, and obviously that was the wrong thing to tell him. You misdiagnosed him, and then he had to
find out he needed surgery.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing, right? You misdiagnosed the man. You tell him, oh, no, man, you're going to be good. And then, oh, just rehab it. And then next thing you know, oh, nah, man, you got to have surgery. So, again, when you look at that situation with Michael Thomas, you got to also, and it's crazy because Kamara came out, and Kamara is honest, bro. Like, he an honest dude. Kamara came out and was like, look, he's like, bro, it hurts to see what people are writing on social media about Mike Thomas because, bro, Mike Thomas was trying to play last week with a broken toe, but this coaching staff not going to let him play. That's how much of a dog and how much he want to be on the field. But he's like, to see people talking about Mike Thomas and saying that he's this and that is disrespectful because it ain't like the man don't want to be on the field. And, you got a lot of people, so, they make up their own rumors. Oh, he trying to steal money from the Saints. He trying to do this. He trying to do that. Let's be real, bro. Right, if somebody gave you and I'm just being honest, if somebody gave somebody $100 million contract, right?
Right.
Some players are going to take that $100 million contract and what? They going to get lazy. They got their signing bonus. They good. They not tripping, right? Bro, this dude signed a $100 million deal. Went and caught 149 passes the next year. And when he signed, when he signed his deal, what he said? So I remember it like it was yesterday. You know what Michael Thomas said when he signed his $100 million deal? I'm playing for the next deal. I'm about to ball out and play for my next deal. So you can't tell me that the man wasn't focused, he ain't motivated, that he don't want to be on the field, that he trying to steal money from his team. The man just hurt. It's unfortunate these injuries happen. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, also let's look at the other side of it. The misdiagnosis, the saying that, oh man, just rehab it, you're gonna be good, and then he rehabs it, does what the medical staff tells him to do, and then they tell him to get surgery, and he got misdiagnosed 2 times. So it's not the first time, it's the second time. So let's just keep it real. At some point, you want to put the blame on Mike Thomas. A lot of people want to do that. Okay, do that. That's your opinion. But also, too, let's look at the other side of the field and say, man, there's something wrong with the medical staff. They have a history of misdiagnosing players. It's the truth.
Man, check this out. Medical staff, trainers, is he wearing the right shoes? You know what I'm saying? Does he have the right pads on? I mean, it comes down to stuff like that. The equipment that he's wearing. I mean, come on, bro. You had 2 injuries to your toe. I mean, what's up with that? All your career, college, all that, you never had a problem with turf toe, but now, it's a problem. I don't understand that. I really don't. I really don't understand.
And it's unfortunate too, because as a wide receiver, you need your feet. So when you got your ankle,
make cuts and things like that. I had turf toe. That shit hurt.
That shit hurt. And then his second toe is broken, bro. So his second toe on his foot is broke. So, I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But at the same time, man, and I'm not saying this just to say it, but I feel as though if you want to blame Michael Thomas, you know what I'm saying, and have that energy towards him, okay, whatever. But, man, also had that same energy for the medical staff too, bro, because they haven't been A1 over there. And they have history of being, having misdiagnosis. So, I don't know. It's just unfortunate. I mean, you got Landry hurt. You got Lattimore hurt. You got Mike Thomas hurt, but again, with all of that being said, you still can win games. You still got, Chris Olave, who's he's our number one receiver. The dude is
still
proven.
got a lot to work. Yeah, to
you
build
got Kamara, you got Taysom Hill, you got Rashid Shaheed, you got Marquez Callaway. You got players that can get the job done. And when you controlling the clock, you don't really need these dudes to do that much. When you doing RPOs and stuff with Taysom Hill, like, just control the clock. But when you giving the Ravens 43 minutes to ball out with Lamar Jackson,
can't happen.
It's a wrap, bro. You already know you're losing. We're going to lose. And that's what we did. We lost. And so, listen, on to the next game. We really can't harp on it too much more. But, I mean, looking at this next game, so just to kind of put it out there, you got, the Saints again at 3-6. You got the Steelers at 2-6. The Steelers are coming off of a bye week. And, Dennis Allen actually came out today and said that Kenny Pickett was the Saints' number one ranked quarterback in last year's draft, which I know Ron, if Ron's in here, he probably gonna be jumping up and down for joy. But but at the same time, when you look at that quarterback position, so it has to be addressed at some point. It's gonna have to be addressed. A lot of people last week were saying that maybe Rodgers is having a bad season in Green Bay. He don't have a lot of weapons. Maybe, the Packers will be willing to give him up. But, it's also too, you got one side of the Saints fans saying, yeah, I would be cool with that. But then you also got the other side of the Saints fans saying, oh man, he's washed, or I don't want to pay $25 million for a quarterback. But yet you sitting here complaining that we got Andy Dalton and Winston in the game. So, like, what is it? Like, what is going to make you happy? Are you going to want to spend money and get you a quarterback? Or are you going to want to sit there and groom one or roll with Andy Dalton?
Right.
Right. So, but going back to Kenny Pickett, he's been playing for the Steelers. He hasn't been doing, I mean, they're 2-6, don't get me wrong, but he's just starting to get his rhythm and get his feet underneath him. But I mean, the Steelers have weapons, man. They have Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson. They traded Claypool to the Bears, so now George Pickens is going to get more targets. So the one thing I will say is this: the Saints run D is not the same Saints run D that we're accustomed to, as we seen yesterday, right? You gave Kenyon Drake 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kenyon Drake.
Who's a journeyman running back.
Right. Like, come on. So if you gave up 93 yards and 2 touchdowns to Kenyon Drake, what do you think Najee Harris is going to do this week? Right? So, like, and then you gave up passes yesterday to DeMarcus Robinson. You had Deshaun Jackson, who is as old as me. He still can run routes.
Right.
He was
still can run,
passes. He was catching passes.
I forgot about Deshaun.
Yeah. He was catching passes. So it's like you had that mediocre wide receiver core that you went up against the Ravens, right? Now, don't get me wrong. They got Lamar. Lamar stresses a defense, and he does different things, and, players do get open. But when you're going up against Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Pickens, I mean, and as you can see, man, we haven't had luck against the AFC North this year. We lost to the Bengals. We lost to the Ravens. God
and
knows.
like Bobby Abel said, Bobby Abel said it himself. We do not match up well with the Ravens. History, I'll tell you. I mean, Sean Payton was able to beat the Ravens one time. And guess what, y'all? We have never beaten the Ravens in the Dome. Never.
No.
Ever.
The one win that we had was there, and I think Tuck missed a field goal or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Sean Payton and Breeze was able to beat them, but we do not match up good against the Ravens, and we do not match up good against mobile quarterbacks.
No, we all. That's why, looking at
that's crazy, bro.
Looking at the schedule, I'm like, oh man, like, come on, bro. Like, we still got Jalen Hurts on the schedule. I mean, you got the 49ers. I mean, them dudes, bro. I'm actually going to that game. I'm kind of nervous even about going to that game now. So, but my ticket's already bought. I gotta go. But man, I'm like, bro, you got that that offense with McCaffrey, Debo, Brandon Ayuk. Who else? Who else they got over there? George Kittle. Man,
What you talking? What team you talking about?
I'm talking about
you
talking about 49ers.
Man, just think they got Christian McCaffrey now along with Debo Samuels. Oh man, that right there, George Kittles, who killed us in in the playoffs.
In the dome.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So I don't know, man, but
yeah, I'm through. I'm done traveling this year, bro. I'm done with the traveling.
I got one more game.
I was going to Pittsburgh when we lost with the Cardinals. When we lost that game, and I went out there to Arizona, I said that's it for traveling for me. You know, I was going to Pittsburgh. I was going to San Francisco. Guess what? I'm not going. I'm not going. Man.
I got the San Francisco game already booked. So, but that's the.
You still going to Cleveland?
No, hell no. I'm not about to go freeze my ass for nothing, man. You crazy?
On Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve.
Man, I'm not about to go freeze my ass in Cleveland and watch the Saints lose, man.
Everybody else gonna be all Christmassy in front of the fireplace, opening gifts, and you be freezing to death probably the next day for Christmas with a cold or something. Nah, but don't do it.
So I'm gonna be in there like that.
Right.
Man, nah, but man, what you think of this game on Sunday, man? Like, what's your prediction going into this game?
Oh man,
because I know you don't want to pick against them, but man, you got to be real too, right?
I don't know what what I'm saying. You don't know what team is going to show up. You know what I'm saying? One week we beat. Not. Don't get me wrong. The Raiders have some good players like Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? Like the running back.
Yeah.
But and then you think Chandler Jones, he kind of washed up and everything. But Crosby, he's pretty good, and we handle him well. Okay, 1 week we on top of the world. Everything working good. Okay, teams look good. One game at a time. Then we go to the next week, and what happens, bro? And what happens?
We get our
ass beat. So I don't know what to expect. Is this the on week now? So, maybe we go and play the Steelers, bro, and do our job.
Mind you, before you make your prediction, because y'all know this, every time a team has a star player that's been hurt, they always come back to play the Saints. And TJ Watt is projected to play this week against the Saints. He's been out for 4 or 5 weeks, and he looks like he will be.
He's licking his chops.
Yep.
He's licking his chop. He say, look, Andy Dalton, I like red meat. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Going into Pittsburgh, I don't know if it's gonna be cold. I don't know. I just don't know. But I know you said you gonna pick the Steelers, huh?
Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh this game, though. I they just too up and down for me, bro. I mean, they just too up and down.
It's crazy, bro.
And saying that, like me saying that to you, right? I know in the back of my mind that at me saying that, they're probably gonna end up winning the game. So if that's
right, that's what happened with me. Yeah. I picked the Raiders.
Yeah,
and so guess what? Me and Ned are gonna pick against the Saints for the rest of the season and see what happens.
Hopefully, we can win some games, bro. Because I'm sick of losing, man. I'm telling you, that walk, that walk from the stadium to the parking garage when you lose is not a fun one. It's not a fun one. Not a fun one at all, man. So you picking Pittsburgh?
Yeah, we doing our picks now. We
no, I'm just saying you want to roll with. All right.
Well, I'm gonna think about it and let y'all know when we do our picks.
All right, cool.
We do our picks. Hey, bro, but look, we do in Louisiana. We do have some teams that are playing well, man. Some teams that are surprising the nation, surprising the whole United States, surprising the world, man. And one of them, and the dude talking about, I don't know if it's a rumor, but he's talking about he might retire, you know, and So, hey, I'm talking about them LSU Tigers, bro, with that great game, that awesome game, bro, with a awesome, courageous call in overtime, bro.
Coach Kelly,
I love it.
Kelly, bro. He dropped his nuts on him. Coach Kelly said, "Man, we playing to win the game. We not about to go try to have what you give y'all the ball back, man. It's over. Let's go."
My team, man.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know, it was pretty refreshing to see them win that game. You know, because obviously LSU at the time was ranked 10th. Alabama was ranked 6th, and so just seeing them win that game, Brian Kelly beating Alabama in his first year, that's pretty sick in itself. But we know that Alabama's that team. You know, they kind of remind me of the Patriots when they had Brady, and they always win. They always in the national championship, and so they always in the SEC championship. So now you basically
we control our own destiny
to
winning the SEC West. And you know what, bro? You know, when Kelly came, bro, remember there was people talking, oh, Kelly ain't going to win nothing. Kelly ain't going to do this. Kelly ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, I'm happy for Kelly, bro. I thought he was going to shed a tear because he has never beat Alabama, bro, as a coach. Yeah. He has never beat Alabama. And to come here, his first year, and lead this team like he's been leading them, bro. Can you come over here and help the Saints out, dog? Can you come help our Saints out? You know, I know you was in the NFL. You was a position coach and everything, bro. But nah, I don't want him to leave. Let him stay with Tiger Nation, man. Good job, Brian Kelly, bro.
That game was crazy. It went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I'm just look, Daniels, Jay Daniels, man. Rushing 18 carries, 95 yards, bro.
Beast.
22 or 32, 182, kind of mild-mannered. 2 touchdowns, though. No intercepts. He took care of the ball, bro. And this guy is going to get better and better. CJ Daniels, he's going to get better and better, bro.
And just like Hakeem just said on the screen, LSU went from being number 10 to number 7. And with the win against Arkansas this week,
we went against Arkansas and Bama beats Ole Miss. LSU, that's right, bro. Hakeem on it.
Yeah, Hakeem is on it. So listen, man, I'm just excited for LSU. You know, they let Coach O go. They brought Brian Kelly in. You know, Brian Kelly didn't start how he was supposed to start against Florida State. And then now, you know, they built momentum. They've been beating, you know, teams, man. Oh, what was it? Ole Miss. And then they got Alabama. And then they got Arkansas this week. So I'm just excited for them, man. I know them boys in Baton Rouge wilding out right now. And it's definitely something to be excited for.
Let me say this. Tyrone Hughes, you know, number 33. Y'all know him. You know, he's a Crimson Tide. He's a Alabama Crimson Tide fan. And he was making all kind of excuses, talking about all Jay Daniels do is run the ball, bro. Hey, he gets the ball to his wide receivers, and he gave what the Alabama defense gave him. He took what they gave him. You know, you think about Boutte. Boutte had 7 catches. Neighbors had 6 catches. Taylor had 3 catches. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. And that rookie tight end, nothing but up for him, man.
Taylor.
Yep.
Jason Taylor's son.
Yep, that's right. M. Taylor had 3 catches, 1 touchdown, and 1, you know what, that 2-point conversion, bro.
Hey, the Saints can use the tight end. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He got a couple of years to play, though.
I know. I'm just messing. But shit, with Dennis Allen as the coach, shit, we still gonna be needing a tight end 2 years from now. Man. I'm just saying. So, but also too, I want to talk about the Pelicans real quick. Me and Soul was at the game last Friday, and man, we had fun, man. It was fun. Them boys played Golden State. Golden State didn't play their starters, but man, it was a close game. It was an exciting game. Zion did the windmill. That they brought the whole Smoothie King center down. That was pretty cool. But after that game, man, Saturday they went and played the Hawks. They lost. Yesterday they went and played the Pacers. They lost. I'm like, they gotta refocus and get this team back on track.
Let me just say something about that starting five, bro. You think about the starting five. You can't really mess with it a little bit unless you're gonna take out that small forward. You know who I'm talking about? Herb. Unless you're gonna take Herb, because you got to start Valanciunas. You need that big man in the middle. That's your center. Okay, you gotta have Zion out there. You know he's your superstar. Okay, Brandon Ingram. You got to have him out there. You just signed McCollum to an extension. So you know he's going to play. Even though he's not a true point guard, he's a shooting guard. He's not a true point. But, hey, you got to go. And they need to gel together. They need to get a little chemistry, bro. And I think they're going to get better. But, hey, against the Pacers, they got destroyed by that center. That center, 37 points. So I don't know. I got to go back and look at the game.
Miles Turner. Yep.
And he was somebody that the Pelicans was looking at.
Oh, yeah, they really wanted him. And then the next 3 games, man, they playing at the Bulls tomorrow. They play the Blazers on Thursday, which I'm actually going to that game. And then they play the Rockets on Saturday. So
and one more thing. Zion, you need to up your ante on defense, bro. I see players just going around you, bro. You ain't jumping. Yeah. You ain't doing nothing but letting them just go around you.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You don't want to be a liability on defense. Yeah. We need Zion to step it up on D. We know you all this, bro, on offense, and you can score at will and all that inside and all that, and you get the little mid-range together. But, hey, you got to play defense, bro. Yeah. You got to play D. And Coach Willie Green need to get on his ass. Hey, bro. You're the superstar, of the team, bro, but you got to play defense. That's why sometimes they take his ass out and put your boy in. What's his name, bro, with the headband? He's a better defender.
Alvarado.
No.
Who?
They put him in for what's the boy name? I know Hakeem.
Marshall? Talking about Marshall?
Najee Marshall. You know what I'm saying? You got to play good D, bro. Yeah. You got to play better D. And Trey Murphy coming off the bench, bro. That's my boy, man. Trigger Trey. And Alvarado, bro.
I love Alvarado, bro.
They deep. But Zion got to play better defense.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He definitely does, man. You definitely got to play better defense, man. Like, you can't be like you said, so it can't be a liability for sure. Definitely can't do that. But I mean, they have potential, man. They got a good coach. They got a good team. They just got to keep working at it. And that was one thing that we've been saying. So, usually when they play and they start out a season, they usually start out 1-12 or 2-14. Mm-hmm. Well, look, they 5-5 right now. They at 500. Now let's just start to build this momentum. You got on the road tomorrow at the Bulls, which is going to be a tough game. But then you come back to playing the Trailblazers, which they playing very well. I think they're number 1 in the West right now. And then you got the Rockets at home too on Saturday. So, you got 2 out of the 3 games at home. Got to take advantage of that. And the West is just stacked right now. But, I mean, you got teams like Golden State. They're not really doing nothing right now. They're like 3-6, 4-6. So, again, it's still early. But
we don't want to go below 500, bro. We know what that's like. Trying to get out the hole. I'm looking at the Pacer game right now. It was 129, 122. It wasn't that bad of a loss. Brandon Ingram had 29 points. Zion had 26, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. And Valanciunas had 14 points, 7 rebounds. McCollum kind of off night. He did his thing the night before in Atlanta. Right. But we know what Trey did. So 16 points for 9 points for him, and then Herb Jones with 16 points. So we gotta like I said, they just gotta gel, man. They just gotta gel.
Yeah, they gotta gel, man. Just build off the momentum, man. Win a game, build off that momentum, keep doing it. Zion could get any matchup he wants. Brandon Ingram is a beast. You got Alvarado out there, man. He's stealing the ball left and right, bringing that energy to the team. Trey Murphy, like you said, You know, Valanciunas doing this thing with the rebounds and he's shooting threes from the outside, you know, hitting them here and there. So, you know, they definitely have a solid team, man. But again, just build on the momentum. Now, I will say this, though. So, one team that has built off of their momentum, and we have to give them a big shout out, is the Tulane Green Wave. Because let me
Greenway,
tell you
bro.
something.
They just beat Tulsa.
Yep, they are number 17 in the country right now in football.
Yep.
And, you know, Tulane has not been very good lately. And so for them to be 17th right now in the man, that's just crazy. It just even think about that. You got LSU
Let's see
at
if anybody can look this up.
Tulane at 17.
Right. See if anybody can look this up. When has Louisiana had 2 college teams in the top 20? You know what I'm saying? Top 25. When?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy, man.
LSU and Tulane, or LSU and anybody else. You know, when has the Louisiana had 2 teams in the top 25 in college football?
But I'm excited though. I'm excited for the Green Wave fans, man, because they've I used to go to some of those games, and me and my boy who I used to do the show with, who passed away, man, we used to have press passes and stuff to go cover the team and, you know, go in the locker room stuff. It was pretty cool, man. But like, they've been through their rough patch, and just to see them, you know, being real good right now. They're what, 8-1? 8-1. Tulane is 8-1 right now. They play
better record than LSU. Yeah.
They play the number 20. They play UCF this week. So at home. So man, it's gonna be a good one, man. The 22 ranked team versus the 17th ranked team. So, and those games are always typically close. I actually covered one of those games before at Tulane. So yeah, man, it's gonna be I'm excited about the Green Wave. I'm excited about the Pelicans' potential. LSU, we know what LSU's doing. They got a chance to make the SEC championship, and they control their own destiny. The Saints, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do on a weekly basis. We just stay up in the air, bro. The Saints, we don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They might show up this week. They might show up this week and shut out Pittsburgh, or they might get their ass whipped. We don't know. There's no in between. But there's no in between. So, but yeah, man. So like, I'm just excited about all the Louisiana teams. Shout out to everybody. And I before we get out of here, so we got to do these picks because
yes, sir.
I know these rankings are getting close. I know Mike is killing us right now with his picks.
Yeah, let me give you the results. The results from last week, and give you these results right quick. All right. Mike won again. He had 9 right, 4 wrong. Nader was tied with him. He had 9 right, 4 wrong. Good job, Nader. Good job. Hakeem was next with 7 wins, 7 right and 6 wrong. And Popo me, I was 6 right, 7 wrong. So some teams like them damn Falcons really messed me up. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna just have to get back on it.
That's what you get for
but
picking.
Overall, Mike is the leader at 82 right and 53 wrong. Nader and Hakeem are second, 78 right, 57 wrong. And I'm third, 76 right, 59 wrong. Okay, so on to week 10.
Man.
On to week 10. And we have the Falcons at the Panthers. The Falcons at the Panthers. Here we go again with them two. Sorry,
man. I'm picking the Panthers, bro. I can't. I just can't pick the Falcons on this show, bro.
All right, give me your picks, Hakeem. Mike, if you on there, give me y'all picks, bro.
Yeah,
well, I won't have to call y'all.
Yeah, I can't pick the Falcons. Picks.
So
I got Panthers.
You got Panthers.
Yeah, who you got?
All right. Let's see. Nader Murphy. Oh man. I'm going with the Panthers, bro. I'm at home. I'm going with the Panthers, bro.
All right.
I can't mess with them Falcons.
And I feel as though Hakeem said the Falcons.
Hakeem got the Falcons. Hakeem going with the home team. He going with the home thing. Yeah, I don't see Mike on here no more, so I'm gonna probably have to get him to text his picks in.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Uh,
I think too. So just to kind of just put some take on it, you know, the
mhm.
Falcons and Panthers played 2 weeks ago in Atlanta. That game went to overtime. We all know what happened with DJ Moore and the
Right,
helmet and
right.
then all of that. So PJ Walker went off against them. So I don't know. I think Baker's playing. I don't know who's playing quarterback, but I'm gonna go
Right.
Panthers.
Panthers. All right, Seahawks at the Bucks. Here we
Man,
go.
listen,
Can the Bucks play like shit against
bro,
the Rams? But the Rams played shittier.
man.
So
The Rams, whenever it's time to do the Saints a favor, these motherfuckers
they
always
never,
mess over us. Always.
always,
It ain't the refs messing over us in the game against them, it's them messing over us for a game to get in the first place. So
always.
because of that, and because I hate the Bucks, I'm going Seahawks.
You going Seahawks, brother?
Yeah, bro. I think Ken Walker's about to go crazy on them.
Oh man. Who Hakeem got?
Why you Seahawks?
Hakeem got the Seahawks. Because I'm still thinking, bro. I'm still thinking.
You know, the
I
thing
gotta.
that bothers me, the thing that pisses me off is that they play like shit. The Bucks play like shit on offense. They play like shit on defense. And then the next thing you know, when they win a game, is Brady won, Brady this, Brady that. Man, Brady ain't do a damn thing. What is y'all talking about?
I'm going with the Bucks this week. I'm going with the Bucks this week, man.
Okay.
I think the Seahawks. I don't know. I just think
Seahawks
they're gonna
balling, bro.
win.
Number one in the NFC West. Geno is balling.
Yeah, I know.
That boy Lockett is going crazy. Metcalf going crazy.
I know. That's why all them good things happening. And bad as we want the Seahawks, remember what we said. When we pick against the team we want to win, that's what happens. So
I'm going Seahawks. Soul, I'm flying. You see me flying over this bridge?
All right. Y'all got them. Lions at Bears.
I'm going Bears, bro.
You going Bears?
That boy Justin Fields has been balling the last 2-3 weeks. That dude had 49 fantasy points last week. This dude has been wilding out. They finally found a way to use him, and I just think he's gonna be too much for the Lions, man. The Lions also have DeAndre Swift hurt, and they got some issues, man. So I'm going Bears.
All right. Hakeem going with the Bears also.
Yep. Hakeem trying to stay tied with me, bro. Hakeem gonna need to pick somebody else, man.
I'm going with the Bears myself, man.
All right.
I'm going with the Bears also. Lions, I don't know. They just give away games, man. Browns, the Cleveland Browns at the Dolphins, bro. I got to go Dolphins, bro.
Yeah.
That wide receiving duo, bro.
Yeah,
them.
Tua's balling out right now, and Waddle and what's his name? Tyreek Hill just going crazy. So yeah, man, I'm going
Here's
Dolphins.
our answer. Jerry K said in 2020, LSU and ULL was in the top 25. Thank you, Jerry. ULL, that's my daughter. My daughter goes there right now. She's a junior. All right.
Hakeem said Dolphins.
Yeah, he taking the fish. Yeah, so. All right.
What you think about this game? Vikings at Bills.
No, they got to go in my order. Because I'm writing them down. Brother. Let me call it. So,
right, go ahead.
Who you had? The Dolphins?
Yeah.
All right. Broncos at Titans.
Whew. Broncos are coming off a bye. The Titans play very well against Kansas City.
Yeah.
I'm
going Titans. I don't know. Yeah. Denver. They just ain't showing me nothing. Hakeem got Titans too.
Shit. Yeah, let me go Broncos. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Broncos, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch
I
it
like
up,
that.
y'all.
I
Since
like that.
y'all picking the
I
same.
like that. I
same
like that. All right.
Yeah.
Vikings at Bills.
Bills lost to the Jets last week. Vikings won. They 7-1, if I'm not mistaken.
That's gonna be a good game, bro. The Bills just lost. They coming off a loss. They was upset by the Jets. Shoo, that was one of the picks that we all got wrong.
Man, I'm going Bills, man.
Oh man, that's gonna be a game, bro. You
Yep.
going Bills?
Yeah, I'm going Bills. Hakeem said Vikings.
Ooh, Hakeem the Dream is going Vikings. Hey, Hakeem, I want to apologize too, man. I heard my cousin had gave you a hard time when you came to my section. You know, I heard you had told Nada they wouldn't let him down, you know, and
Yeah.
I wish I would have. I had bad signal in the dome, man. I was trying to link up with you so we could, you know, take some pictures and stuff, buy you a drink or whatever. So I'll give you a holler. Vikings at Bills. I got the Bills, man. I got the Bills. I'm going with the Bills.
Jerry said Allen might not put. He might be hurt. He got a thumb injury.
Might be hurt.
Yeah, I'm still going Bills, man.
Yeah,
He gonna play. He not gonna not play. He gonna play.
Yeah, I'm going Bills also. Texans at Giants.
Giants.
Texans. You got the Giants. Man.
Giants playing real good, man.
I tell you what, that running back, Damian,
Pierce
for the Texans, that boy beast.
Bro, he had 27 carries last week. I have him in fantasy,
and I was, a beast.
Bro, I was sitting there. I'm like, man, keep giving him the ball. Keep giving him the ball. So,
but you know, hey, you know that beast running back you got on the other side though for the Giants.
Barkley. Yeah, Saquon. So, and they playing in New York too. So I'm gonna go Giants.
I'm going Giants also. Jaguars at Chiefs. I'm going with my homeboy, man. I can't pick against him.
Yeah, same. I'm go Chiefs all day. Plus, my son will kill me if I don't pick the Chiefs. He like Mahomes.
Yeah, I know. He liked them Chiefs, man. He liked them Chiefs. What you got, King? Well, yeah, King.
He said Giants.
We waiting on you, huh?
Giants.
He said, "Yo, I'm waiting for the Chiefs. Jags at Chiefs."
Oh,
remember? Jaguars at Chiefs, not Chargers.
He put Chargers.
Jaguars at Chiefs. Jaguars at Chiefs, bro.
Man, this next game, the Saints game, will be crazy. I don't, man.
Jaguars at Chiefs, Hakeem. Jaguars at Chiefs. Jaguars at Chiefs. All right, bro. Saints at Steelers. All right, he got Chiefs.
Bro.
Saints at Steelers, bro.
Can I go last on this one? Nah, man.
Who you got? Saints at Steelers, baby. Bro, Saints at Steelers.
It's crazy, bro.
Man.
Oh, it's stressful.
Saints.
So stressed out, bro. The Saints make you stressed out, bro.
And you know what? I know we picked the Saints because we are Saints fans and we bleed black and gold, you know, and it's just a pride. We'll go ahead and take that loss with our picks, you know.
Man.
And that's how I'm going to be too, bro. I'm going to just go out Saints. I said I wasn't going to pick against them no more, and I meant that. So I'm going to go with the Saints, bro.
All right. I'm going to take Saints too, bro. I'm going to take Saints too.
All right. Look, everybody. Gloria got them. Bianca got them. All us will steal the Saints.
Bianca and Gloria, y'all better be right, Bianca and Gloria. We coming for y'all, man.
Yeah, right.
Trying to win this money, man.
Colts at Raiders. Both of them shit water.
Just a shit bowl. The Colts just fired their coach. They got what's his name coaching? Just the guy that used to be
Frank Wright.
No, they fired him and
quarterback. They fired Frank Wright.
They hired your boy that be on ESPN, the little offensive lineman that used to play for the Colts. I forgot his name. He ain't
Jeff Saturday.
Yeah, he don't have no coaching. He don't have no coaching experience.
Saturday. Yeah. Hakeem got the Raiders, bro. Hakeem Baptiste got the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders too, bro. I mean, there's too much shit going on in Indianapolis.
Man, I'm a fuck. Yeah. Let me go Raiders before I fuck my picks up, man. I'm like, man,
Right.
should I pick them? No.
Cardinals at Rams.
Fuck.
Man, the Rams. I tell you what, bro, the Rams just look terrible, bro. To say these dudes won the Super Bowl. That's terrible.
Yeah, but the Cardinals O-line is fucking horrible.
Yeah, I think about Aaron Donald, bro, the best player on the field.
He's about to go crazy, dog.
For that game.
I'm gonna take Rams. I'm gonna take the Rams, bro. I hate taking them, but yeah, I'm gonna go Rams.
You gonna go Rams? All right, I'm going Rams also, man. Hakeem went with the Cardinals.
All right.
Cowboys at Packers. Packers are just in disarray right now, man. I hate the Cowboys, bro. But Packers don't.
Well, they don't have no weapons, bro. Like they don't have no weapons. They don't have nothing. They got me catching passes out there. So
man, I'm going with the Cowboys, bro.
Yeah, bro. The Cowboys defense is pretty solid too.
Chargers at 49ers.
Man,
Chargers
49ers all day, bro.
Got a new toy to play with.
Well, I hope McCaffrey had 3 touchdowns this game, though. I need all the fantasy points I can get.
I got McCaffrey in my league too. Yeah, I'm going with the Niners. Nathan Murphy is going with the Niners. Who Hakeem got?
Hakeem got he ain't post yet.
All right. And last but not least, Monday Night Football.
Hakeem said Chargers.
Commanders at the Eagles.
Come on, bro. Eagles all day. 9-0. They about to be 9-0.
That's a shame, but this schedule is so.
And Chauncey got 5 interceptions, leading the NFL.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Right. Just playing back there, having fun, bro. And look, and guess who's going along for the ride?
Who?
Ian Book.
Man, this man about to win.
Look, if they go to the Super Bowl and win, he gonna get a ring, bro. Ian Book.
No, that's
their backup quarterback.
Oh, Ian Book gonna get a ring. That's disrespectful, bro. How Ian Book gonna get a
look? He gonna pass by the Saints.
How Ian Book gonna get
Saints facility, bro, and just flash his little ring in front of.
Ian Book got to get a ring before Kamara or Cam Jordan, bro. That's down bad.
Ian Book, bro. Ian Book.
Down bad, bro.
All right. Hakeem got the Eagles also.
That's disrespectful.
All right, man. Oh, man. Before we go out, we're going to play me, King Mike, and Jada Wizards tune, man. Louisiana Die Hard, because that's what we are. We love our Louisiana teams. We rep our teams, man. And, hey, man, we thank everybody for joining in the Sports Overtime.
Yeah, man.
You know, we love y'all. You know, we love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. And anything you want to talk about, brother? Oh, I forgot.
What?
My cruise. I'm going to have to change this flyer. A couple of people on that flyer will not. I have a couple of changes on there. And I'm also adding someone. It's a big surprise. I'm going to wait till I do it. But this is a he was at the game the other night. Let me just say that. He's going to be on my cruise. I talked to the brother. He's going to be on. He said he would love to be on my cruise as a co-host. So I'm going to tell you, Nathan, when we get off the show, but everybody else is going to have to. But remember, man, let's book for this cruise, man. We need to get a push. I'm getting the flyer redid so we can do our last push, man. Everything's got to be paid before January. All right. So Time to roll on out with some music.
Yes, sir.
Let me find Louisiana Die Hard. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Nate, I'll talk to you after the video.
All right, sounds good. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace.
It's the beat freak.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick.
This for my Louisiana-G-I-E-A-R-D. Louisiana down hard, down hard. Louisiana down hard, down hard. Super team down hard, down hard. Louisiana down hard, down hard. Super team.
Black and gold, it's what I bleed. Saints football, it's what I need. Louisiana die hard, born and bred. Gumbo and jambalaya, is what I'm fed. I love my Saints, is all I'm saying. I go down with my boys and I'm not playing. I go by soul, or call me a saint. Mess with me or my team, and then I ain't. I rock my tigers, my pels, my black and gold. Come get a sample, and you'll be sold. Lake Charles to Slidell, we go off. Shreveport all the way down to that Gulf. We got the wizard, the king, and we got soul. And any others wanna ride, time to roll. To all the haters, I know you're scarred. You can't stop a Louisiana die hard.
Talking Bruce Willis, them Louisiana boys, we the baddest in the business. Coming straight up out the village, and we savage to the finish. Nobody messing with us, cause we fearless and we vicious, yeah. Go Saints, so tired, so Gators. You know we set it off on every single occasion. Hottest in the nation, don't get caught up in our location. If you do, you find yourself up in a sticky situation, yeah. Our defense about to come and shut it all down. Our offense is something you can't touch now. Running up the score game day with the touchdown. Play all bounds, soon to be champions of brothers now.
Your face, no, we can't be stopped. We the best to ever do it, so you could believe that we gon' get it in. Yeah, it's our favorite season. Pass it to me, I'ma pass it back. Shoot the ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swish, y'all. And I don't never miss, y'all. We got another big hit, y'all. You got Jay the Wizard, you got Soul Saints, you got King Mike going hard in the paint. Don't think that we gonna ever fall. The season after season, all we do is straight ball.
Hello, you